What's up, people? This your boy Valentino. As you know, they call me V.
And it's your girl British, and they call me B.
And marriage, love and marriage,
So we got our friends in the back seat. We on another trip. As y'all can see, we always going somewhere.
We don't stay home, guys.
Not in our city. But we got Brittany. She's behind me.
And we got Lynn. He's behind me. Hi. These are our newlyweds, you guys.
Yes. See, we have friends.
We do. I promise. We don't just talk about them like they don't exist and stuff. Like they're here.
So look, the topic that we're talking about today, it might hurt some feelings, but
It might be a bit petty, but
it's the truth that needs to happen. We're talking about people and family being in your relationship.
I mean all up in it.
All up in it.
Whether by choice or you are introducing them and inviting them, or involuntarily, which involuntarily is the 90 percentile for most people.
And we've had a few people come to us and say, can y'all talk about this? Like for real. And we was like, they've been saying it for a few weeks. So we was like,
Yeah, like it must be a serious issue.
Like I guess
Because it's the one that reigns true for everybody.
Yeah.
That whole argument about the in-laws being, the monster in-laws. All of that. But anyways, I know personally, we're still in the newlywed-ish stage, but they like fresh, like last couple of months fresh.
Like April.
Yeah, there we go.
April.
Real April fresh. So they ain't even made it a full 6 months yet, and I know they deal with it ever so prevalently.
Oh yeah.
So in a couple of words, let's just say that the in-laws might not be as I don't know, approachable, welcoming. That's a good one.
Yeah,
welcoming. Yes. Welcoming to the newlyweds being together and everything. Which, me personally, I feel like if it's not your business, it ain't your relationship, mind your business. But, some people don't understand that.
If we follow in the Bible, God said it's a union between two people. So it's not you, me, and everybody else in between.
And all your opinions that have no kind of beneficiaries attached to them.
Like my mama even said it. Don't be trying to include everybody in your relationship and what you got going on. Because if I got an issue with you and that we got going on right now, and I go run and tell somebody else and carrying on.
Now they in our issue.
Yeah, and then we get over it and they still holding a grudge for what?
See, because my mama taught me, you can tell him about it. But if you tell me about it, I'm not going to like it. And that's that. Because he done already hurt you. He done already made you feel some type of way. So obviously, something ain't right there. And then you guys get over it. Y'all know how to unpack it, deal with it, communicate, compromise, get it together. Past videos, references, y'all. And all that funny stuff. Right now.
I'm sorry, it was right
me.
It was right there.
There you go, guys. We started the music. Okay, so like I was saying, you can't put your friends and families in it because, for one, they're not going to accept them after that. Not the same way. Because at first they was blindsided. Like, okay, y'all love each other, y'all care about each other, y'all dealing with y'all problems on your own, or y'all ain't got none. Which is how you should keep it.
And it's understanding that it's y'all relationship. And so, like, I can't go run and tell everybody everything that's going on in my relationship. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's an argument or not. Like, why am I going to run and tell, hey, Mom, me and British had an argument this morning. I just didn't like the way that she put on her right sock before she put on her left sock. What the hell?
Which is a little petty, y'all, but, it's just an example. Okay.
It is, but I'm just saying, that's the stuff that people do.
So, like, I feel like if you're going to invite family or friends into your relationship, it should be on, hey, we throwing a surprise party. Help me put it together. Or, if it is going to be on something serious, it's like, if there's an intervention needed, if there's like addiction and hurt and pain, self-inflicted and stuff like that, and you don't have any other options type of business. But if you just don't like the way that they take a shower together, well, is that any of your business? You can't just be sitting outside the door waiting on them to get out, looking them up and down with the elevator eyes.
Sound like we're hitting on some stuff.
Very
tap dancing all over everything.
Yeah.
See, I think they feel that in their spirit, guys.
Oh,
Listen,
yeah.
there's a lot of things that people, like family members, do. You know how when you have kids, us mothers and fathers and parents out there, and you didn't get to accomplish a lot because you had your kids, and then you kind of regret that. So then when they start growing up, you try to live all their stuff through them, all your stuff through them.
You're not living vicariously through me.
No. Just because you stayed in the marriage you didn't want to be in, and we is flourishing in our own selves, doesn't mean you get to come in here and dictate what we do because you didn't get to do it the way you wanted to do it.
It's okay.
You had the choice.
Pray about it.
You had the time. Even after you pray about it, mind your business.
Please.
Okay? All right.
It felt that kind of deep.
I did. See, listen, there's a thing with me. I don't judge people. Why? One, because it's too hard and I'm lazy. Two, because it ain't none of my business. I'm my own person. I got my own problems. And three, you your own person. What am I worried about you for? If you aren't out here inflicting pain on me or yourself, what I can't do is dictate your life.
Why are we talking about judging people like real quick? We're gonna put this in here. We're gonna slide past
Stick a pin in it.
Listen, y'all know we got 5 kids. We've talked about it. My son is 3 months old. Guess what my wife does? She breastfeeds. So she breastfeeding in the house, out the house, in public, wherever. Uncovered. We live in Texas. It could be 100 in hell outside. What we not doing is putting a blanket up over my son to try to feed him.
Forget your son over me. I sweat like a linebacker for the Cowboy. Listen, I sweat too daggum hard to be over here covering up. You ask yourself. You sitting outside at the picnic in the park somewhere, enjoying your day, and the sun is beaming down on you. You already under a tree. If somebody come and throws a big hot fleece blanket over you and your hot meal, how you gonna feel about it?
Not doing that.
How you gonna feel? Because my son always looking at me real crazy, be doing this in the thing, because it's all over his face. I'm hot. You suffocated me under here. I'm trying to eat.
It's a breast.
Okay.
Ain't no problem.
Listen, you've seen more than that on your search history.
You have.
Okay, so listen. Don't come here with it.
Don't come for her. Please try Jesus before you try coming to her, talking about her breast being out feeding my son.
I'm feeding my child. Go worry about the orphans that you is worrying about, and these abortion laws that's getting cut off and stuff. They ain't getting fed and beat somewhere.
But that's it. We gonna leave that right there.
Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. That was real too close to my heart and stuff. But that's the type of thing. A little bit. I got a little angry. But that's the type of thing that you hear from your family too. Oh, you're still breastfeeding? He's walking. Okay.
You still ugly?
Yeah. When you gonna fix that?
That's not nice.
I'm sorry.
You shouldn't have said that.
Well, look.
That's not nice.
But anyways.
It's got spicy.
It did get real spicy, huh?
Like sriracha.
But for real, like your parents and your friends will judge you for certain things that they think are indecent, that they think are wrong, and they have this ideal of what a relationship is supposed to be. And if anybody in their life is outside of that, well, then obviously I have to help them because they're in the wrong. And what kind of life is that? What if they have their own ideas of what their relationship should look like?
Yeah, my thing is every relationship is different. So you in a relationship with your boo and I'm in a relationship with mine. What you see is the way to do stuff in a relationship, and your relationship is the way you're going to do it. But don't come bringing your opinions to mine, because it's not going to do nothing for me. My own relationship with my wife and with God.
Thank you. The choices we make, whether we choose to tell you or not, is our business. If you just so happen to find out one day, we in a don't ask, don't tell situation. And even if you ask, I ain't got to tell you.
Don't.
Okay? Because at the end of the day, I'm dealing with this with my husband, with my partner, with my spouse, with my significant other, and whoever forthwith and forthcoming and all that. And Y'all, they trying to kill us again.
Listen.
Listen. These 18-wheelers is ruthless.
I want y'all to know this is the third time since I've been on this road today.
They done
These
tried to kill us.
18-wheelers have tried to make me a
They done
hood
tried
ornament.
to kill us.
Hood ornament. They have tried.
What I'm not interested in, taxidermy. So listen.
What I'm not interested in is using my insurance. None of it.
Or that.
Car insurance, life insurance, none of
Insurance in general.
it. None of it. Nothing.
Oh, goodness.
I love God, but I'm not trying to
See him early.
I have an appointment
I want a
at a
timely
scheduled time.
Listen, timely.
I love God. What's wrong with you?
Shoot. Hear me? Yes. But, I mean, honestly, y'all, the biggest thing with that is when you get in a relationship, I've seen a lot of people that are close to one of their parents, if not both of their parents, and they bring them into the relationship with them. Now, if we're going to get biblical with it, you leave to cleave. You leave. You don't pack up and leave. You just leave to cleave. Hear me? Because if you take your parents' opinions, they're going to try to put everything that they wanted to do right in their relationship into your relationship. And if you don't do it that way, they're going to have some type of opinion about it. They're going to look down on your relationship. They're going to be talking about the person. And then if you always telling them what they doing wrong or what all y'all's arguments were about, what does that do?
And it's good. Now, listen, don't get me wrong. It's good to take notes and what you see, because there's a lot of relationships that I see with friends that I have that are older, that have been in their relationships for a long time.
More traditional.
You know, more traditional, but you take notes from it and bring it to your relationship and customize it.
Yes.
Let me customize it.
Every relationship should be different, like a snowflake or a fingerprint. It should be different.
Like
Okay.
Pimp My Ride. You remember Pimp My Ride?
Every car he did on there did not look the same. Every single one.
I'm not gonna pimp this relationship, but we gonna customize it real nice.
I was about to say, listen, I don't know how I do on the corner, but listen.
Listen, I can't be a pimp. I can't talk like this.
You ain't got enough rings on your finger to be a pimp, first of all.
I look like Suge Knight. They'll be confused. Suge, when you get out, I guess this moment.
Listen, it'll be real confusion in the land, guys. Real confusion.
Suge Knight and Fred Hammond, they gonna be real confused.
Right? It'd be like you got out
look
and
like
got
Suge Knight,
saved.
but you talking about Fred Hammond? Sit down from below.
Y'all, this is all him.
You play too much. All right.
But I play too much. Okay. Anyways, though, there's a lot of things that families and people do to you and try to do through you because they weren't able to do it themselves. And a prime example is when you have lost things in your life and you have nothing better to do with your life. You try to take over and take control and hold of everybody in your life, especially ones that, you know, have found to be free, more free than you have ever been, and you want to grab that freedom and take it from them because you took your own from you or it was taken from you. I hear some amens in the back.
That's a word.
That's a word, ain't it? That's a word, guys. Listen, there's a place, okay? You can't. Yes, there is. That's a place for a lot of people because they feel like, you know, guys, misery loves company. So if I can take all your freedom and all your love and all your positivity away from you, you'll feel like me and I won't be alone. And your family will do that to you. No, some of them don't do it on purpose. Some of them do. And it's sad to be subconsciously doing it because it's like, dang, you don't even know you're doing this to me.
I can't even say it's just family, though.
And friends.
Because friends will do it. Friends will do it. If they out here all alone or they don't like the relationship they in, so they want to try to paint that picture into your relationship and make yours just as bad. Listen, I don't want none of your spirits, demons coming into this.
Because spirits transfer, they move and they feel, honey. They fill whole spaces.
We're not transferring services over here. We just not.
I done locked my account out, honey. You can't transfer or withdraw.
Keep that.
Listen, deposit or withdraw from me. That's not okay. I know how, the best way we know how, okay? And I appreciate all the opinions and stuff, but we got this, okay?
If you truly seeking for those that believe in God, if you truly seeking God in your relationship, and you know, to help make your decisions, then
actually listen, guys.
Listen.
Please listen.
Please.
Pretty please. See, don't be like, I don't know, God, was that you? And he like blatantly put like the neon sign with the arrows on it, and you know he did, and you just ask him because you don't want that to be the answer, but you know that's what it has to be.
Every answer ain't always the answer that you want to hear, but a lot of times it's the answer that you need.
Thank you.
Again, like what I say, I will insult you to success before I sugarcoat you to failure.
Okay.
That's just what I'm gonna do. Sorry.
In any relationship, honestly, if you have an intimate relationship with any of your friends, family, anybody, your partner, significant other, and whatnot, you have to set those boundaries. Boundaries are real, guys. They help. They help more than they sound like they hurt, honey. They're there for consensual, like acceptance, positivity, opening up the field for regular communication and compromise. Those things.
Work with you.
Yes.
Like you can set boundaries all you want to, but if the person doesn't respect you, I mean, you know what I mean? It's good to draw the line, but if somebody's going to step over it every time or try to blur the line, at that point you have to learn how to protect your peace.
And at that point, when you protect your peace, protecting your peace looks like a lot of things. It looks like not talking. It looks like blocking. It looks like not being a part of their lives as closely as you were. And you dealing with your relationship with your partner separately from them. And it's gonna hurt. They're gonna feel some type of way. They're gonna feel disrespected. Oh, you ain't loyal. You ain't this. You ain't that. Whatever. And it's like,
you ain't me.
Thank you. So
I have to take care of me first. I have to consider me first. Because if I don't consider me first, who will?
Thank you.
You know, I have to protect me first. Because clearly you're not considering me. You're considering your own emotions and your own opinion. And what does that do? What does that do for me? Stop my growth? Slow me down? Why?
It's also not your responsibility either.
No.
Other people's ideas, other people's opinions, you know what I mean? Other people's beliefs, mistakes. It's not your responsibility to worry about what they feel or how they think.
True.
You know what I mean?
And the thing is, you shouldn't have to convince people to respect you and your boundaries and the things you've asked them to do. Because I'm pretty sure it's like the bare minimum. Like, hey, I want to do it like this. Just let me do it. And if they're going to continue to walk over that and be like, well, you're doing it wrong, so I have to help you. No.
To me, that's just a clear indication that you need boundaries with that person.
True.
If they're going to constantly step over them and ignore them,
Yep.
that just means my boundaries need to be higher with this person.
Very. Like, you need to stonewall it. You need to, like, we got to touch the sky if we have to type of thing and make it out of, like, the strongest material ever, because at that point, you can't have a connection with them anymore because it's draining you and your partner. And see, another thing you have to realize is that it might not be you in the relationship, but your partner could be going through that with their friends and family.
Yeah.
And you have to be able to step in front of them and be like, hey, I know you have a connection with them. I know you love them. I know you care about them. And I know they care about you. And they may not be expressing it the best way, but I'm going to have to pull you away from this situation. I'm going to have to move you and us away from this, so for the betterment of your health, mental, spiritual, and emotional, as well as mine and us together. Because you can't sit and watch your family beat up on your spouse and watch your friends talk down on your spouse because they're this certain type of way. They could be dealing with a lot of things and they don't even understand it like that, you know? And so at the end of the day, there's that door closed, lock shut, key, padlock, handprint, eye retina scan, all of that, and get back. Give me 50,000 feet type of stuff. And it's gonna hurt some people. Your family's gonna feel like, well, you know, they got married and that husband of hers just took her away. No, he saw what you were doing to her. Y'all can't have a family gathering without having this toxic, negative, like whole atmosphere towards this one person, and they haven't even done anything. They're coming to see y'all. They're coming to love on you guys the best way they know how, and they're taking punches, mental and emotional punches from you guys, and that's not okay. No, we're not gonna come to the family reunion. Why? Because Big Mama won't quit calling you fat. Okay? No, we're not going to the wedding. Because that's the same uncle that you didn't believe me about. Okay? If you want to get real about it, and your spouse understands those type of things. So, pull it back. Get it together. Okay?
It's understanding, like, and people have to understand, look, I look at you, you're a flower. You're my rose. I'm saying, so my job is to help with the pruning. But if I just fully take away all the water and all the sunlight, what am I doing? I'm killing her. And a lot of times, that's what people are doing, and they don't even realize. You're taking away all the water and all the sunshine when you're supposed to be pruning her. Prune me to help me grow, because I grow better with pruning. But if you take away everything,
you still gotta feed. You still have to water. You still have to help grow and nurture. Okay? You don't cut one off to do the other. You have to learn how to simultaneously do both. And that's what a lot of people fall off on, because that's hard. Well, how am I gonna do this if they not doing this? Okay, well, we're working on that. Now let's work on that while getting them away from these people. Okay?
But that comes with, again, going back to the last video, proper communication.
You got to talk about it. You got to unpack it, guys.
And a lot of times, these are things that family and friends don't want to talk about. They don't want to have the hard conversations.
At all.
They don't want to have the real
Especially
conversations.
Us. These.
I can't even say it's just us, because these do it too.
Yeah, these do it too.
Them. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I can't say it's just us. It's people are just not. People are just not having these conversations.
Yep.
That's every race. You see it every race is happening, where they're just not having these conversations. Like, this world we live in it's a whole lot more challenging than you want to realize. True. We can trust God or trust whoever that you lean in and believing in, but there's got to be some kind of support system, but there has to be some real communication. People don't want to have the hard conversations. Like, I didn't want to have the hard conversation about me being molested as a kid. You know what I'm saying? And struggling with that. I didn't know how to have that conversation. That conversation has finally happened. It's the fact that we out here on the YouTube, and it's finally happened.
But it's also hard when if you're thinking about coming to somebody and you're wanting to open up to them, but somebody else opened up to them and they rejected them completely. Like, oh, okay, so I'm not doing that. We just gonna keep this to myself. I'm gonna deal with it myself, because I don't know what else to do, because I don't want that to happen to me. They just went completely left on this person. And I'm just trying to be open and honest about what I'm feeling and who I am and what I've gone through, and you gonna like tear me down? Like, of course not. I'm not gonna talk to you. And that's not somebody you go to for open communication. You find people that are definitely there for complete and open and honest communication, that are going to help you through whatever you're going through, and be understanding and open about that.
No, and that's the thing. We are two individual people choosing daily. Each other daily. We are choosing each other daily.
It's more than love, guys. It's more than love. Oh, that's another video. My God.
Yeah. We're choosing each other daily in this union. So there's things that we gonna deal with, and it's not always that I just need my family's opinion or my friend's opinion.
True.
Sometimes I just need you to listen.
Thank you.
That's it. Listen and
like I said in the other video with communication.
Listen and shut your mouth.
Let me know if you need to vent, if you need to discuss, or if you really want to problem solve and troubleshoot. Because if you come to me with a problem, immediately we troubleshooting. Well, did you try this? Did you try that? I can help you with this. I can help you with that. But if you let me know, hey girl, I just need an ear. Okay, sweetheart, what's going on? It's simple as that.
Yeah, because it's not like we're saying that in relationships there isn't stuff that we won't deal with, that we might not need that little extra hand, that little extra an extra hand up to help up to try to figure out how to get out of this situation. But if you don't ever present it as something that I'd want to do because of how you portray yourself, then I'm never going to come to you.
True.
You know, if you don't ever present yourself as approachable as a person, if I'm having problems and stuff and I can possibly come to you as a family
not my
member,
first option.
as a friend, you'll never be. You won't be my first, second, or third option. It's the truth about it. You know, and I hate for it to be that way.
Yeah.
When in family, it should be that I should be able to have you as my first option. You know, so for everybody else in the world that's asked these questions, stay out of my business until I invite you in.
Thank you.
And only sit on the couch. I don't need you to come into my bedroom or the kitchen. I've invited you to the couch for this conversation.
Listen.
Stay there and be there and know how to find yourself on the other end of the threshold and know how to be a listening partner, be a soundboard.
And leave when I tell you to.
Thank
Yes,
you.
sir.
Thank
Yes,
you.
sir. That's
You
it.
ain't got to go home, but you got to
That's
get
all.
up out of here.
That's it. I know this conversation. This was.
It's
real.
deep. It's a little
It
strong.
was deep. It was thick. It was heavy. It was heavy, but it was out of love, and we had too many people asking us to have this conversation. Too many people.
And we had too many situations that was calling on this problem.
Hey, folks. So as you can see, we made it back to the house. Had to get back to this couch because it's comfortable. I was tired. It was a lot of driving this weekend.
But we arrived safely,
We did.
and that's what matters.
They was trying to take us out.
Just a little bit.
So, but for real, I hope the people that needed to hear this conversation really took something from this topic. And for real, keep your family out of your business, out of your relationship.
Truth.
So if you want to make it, y'all gonna have to make it with the two of y'all and figure out things along the way.
And
but
not
don't,
all of y'all.
yeah, don't keep involving your family in your bedroom because it's gonna be the end of it.
Very, very swiftly.
So, but we out. That's all we really had. So I hope y'all like it. If
I
you
hope
didn't,
you use it.
yeah.
Don't just listen to it.
Do that.
Apply it.
Do that. That was good. I hope you use it. Please use it. Because we ain't just talking for our health. And we don't know everything.
Use all of this.
We don't know everything. We still trying to figure out stuff
Oh,
for
this
our
is
own
just
self.
experience and observation, dears.
That's it. So, but remember to like, share, and
Hit
the
the
bell.
bell.
Uh-huh.
Holla at y'all.
Catch y'all later.
Peace.
Out.
Love and